first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Carr going to get this to Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Bryan Edwards.
26 yards.
And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was taken down by a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens 10-yard line.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Dobbins.
Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Trucks over him. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side.
Under a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons at Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return comes Drake. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 27, Carr eluding the pressure right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 66 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The Raven offense
offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 56 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast. No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go. Now the pressure comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basket.
He's got a man complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. first down and more for Jackson. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Now Jackson on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not that time for Watkins. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Carr now on first down. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
To throw again on second down. Carr.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
with his first career touchdown in his first career game as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Carr. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We got three.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some room to work. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards left on second down. Here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Handoff right side to Wandu.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr.
Right back to Waller. He's got it this time.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Raiders.
Henry Ruggs
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
That is caught. Bateman.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
Justin Tucker on the field goal at 43 yards.
And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.